Welcome back into Dot Talk this week. This is Tuba Samurai in with you, talking about all things Canada Defenders, Canada AAA number 2, and right now taking a look at the Tuba Samurai, who are in Casual League 34, number 1. They had a good week. They faced the Tucson Tarantulas on the road to start the week out on Monday. They won that game 189-0. Next, they faced the Corrupted Senators on Wednesday at home. They won that 106-0. We thought that was going to be a tougher opponent than what we faced. Then we faced the Galactic Empire. Both teams came in at 8-0. We expected a tough game. We got a tough game. And the Galactic Empire, they hand the Samurai their first regular season loss ever. And this is the Samurai's third season and our second loss overall. We lost the championship game our first season, winning the silver trophy for that one. So our first regular season loss for the Samurai, they put it on us. They won 29-7. Great team, owned by a very knowledgeable owner, and hopefully we'll face them again in the playoffs. I'm looking forward to that. Looking at the MVP hunt, we've got a guy in the special teams hunt, currently at number 2, Guillermo Garcia Gomez, owned by TT Garner 10. He's got 102 punt returns, 2,829 yards, 27.7 average, and 33 touchdowns on punt return. Also has 1 kick return touchdown. Here's hoping we get him some more touchdowns to get him number 1 in the MVP hunt for special teams. Number 3 in the conference for rushing touchdowns right now is our halfback Rotund Menace, owned by Rotherrack. Has 33 rushing touchdowns. At number 3 on defense in hurries, Agent Freeney, a defensive end owned by My December, has 63 hurries. On offense, number 3 in pancakes is Jim Collins, an offensive tackle owned by Herd JC, has 194 tackles. Looks like we pretty much own the number 3 spot in a lot of things. That's the Tuba Samurai. Some things going on for them. Stay tuned. We've got more Dot Talk coming your way. Get in on the action. Goal Line Blitz is a web-based American football MMORPG. They've written a custom football simulation engine to provide you with the ultimate football experience on the web. Do you love fantasy football? Ever wish you could play with the pros? Join other football fans from around the world in building the player and team of your dreams right here. That's GoalLineBlitz.com. Get in on the action. Welcome back into Dot Talk as we take a look in at what's going on in Goal Line Blitz. We're going to take a look in right now at the change log, see what Bort has done to the sim this week. Take a look at the major change log right now. On October 5th, he tracked down a division by 0 error that had been causing random game crashes, and I remember reading about one game that hadn't simmed in a few weeks, and their guys weren't getting experience from it, so glad he found that. Also, make sure clock doesn't run to 0 when a timeout is called. Decrease top-end punt power a bit. Why? I don't know. Maybe World League punters are overpowered. Had to nerf that. October 28th, fix to make sure time doesn't run off a false start penalty. Okay. Fix to an occasional issue that could cause defenders to get stuck around the back of the end zone. Now, that was a pain in the butt. All right, good changes there, Bort. And right now, time to take a look in at our suggestion of the week in the suggestion forums. This one posted by Razor9, and his suggestion was open builds permanently for the good of the game. I got one thing to say to that. Okay, here's what he says. I'm suggesting this for 2 reasons. Realism. In football, the abilities of an individual player are well known. Players go through combines, post their 40 times in their bench press numbers, blah, blah, blah. Number 2, advancement of GLB knowledge. Since nobody knows exactly how matchups work, it's hard to advance understanding of how the sim works. Okay, I sort of feel you, but no. -1 to that. If I wanted people to know what my build looked like, I'd keep it open. Actually, I need to go check that right now. Make sure I don't have any builds open. That's your suggestion of the week. Right now, let's take a look in at the Canada Defenders Fantasy Football League. And a good week last week. Your Week 7 finals It's in the Hole Picket faced Tuba Samurai. They were number 1 and 2 respectively. It's in the Hole Picket won 181 to 153, the biggest blowout of the week. The GF Bulldogs beat Kibbles and Vicks 138 to 116. Fisting Irish beat the Canada Coordinators 138 to 124. Who's beat Sweet Fancy Moses 159 to 135, and Slashers beat the Korean Crushers 140 to 116. Looking at this week's matchups, the Canada Defenders Tuba's BB Flats take on Canada Coordinators. Kibbles and Vicks will face the Korean Crushers. I'm picking Kibbles and Vicks in that one. It's in the Hole Picket faces the GF Bulldogs. I'm taking It's in the Hole Picket. Who's faces the Fisting Irish. I'm picking the Irish for that one. And Sweet Fancy Moses takes on Slashers, and I'll take Sweet Fancy Moses. And the biggest reason, most of these teams, they obviously haven't logged on because they've got about 3 or 4 guys each on a bye week. So there you go. Looks like the Defenders League may be wrapping up early as we head into this second half of the NFL season. Right now, It's in the Hole Picket in first place at 6-1. Who's at number 2 at 5-2, and Tuba's BB Flats at 4-3, taking up the number 3 spot. Slashers right behind at 4-3. Who's on a win streak? They've got 3 wins in a row, the biggest one in the conference. And my own team has the most points still, 1,027 compared to It's in the Hole Picket's 1,013. But he got the points when he needed them. He blew me out. Well, guys, that's a look in at Dot Talk. Some of the things going on for the Canada Defenders, Canada AAA number 2, the Tuba Samurai, and general goal line blitz news. Thanks for tuning in, and tuning in again next week. This is Tuba Samurai for Dot Talk. Are you tired of spending hour upon hour setting up your AI only to get beat by 255 points? Well, don't worry about that anymore. Come over to the Casual Leagues. GoalLineBlitz.com has Casual Leagues set up from the 13 caps all the way up to uncapped Casual Leagues. Don't scream at your monitor all day anymore. Pit your dot against other dots in a fair match in the Casual Leagues at GoalLineBlitz.com.